Peace, prosperity, love, and light. Welcome back to Deep Speak with Brother Sadiq. Today we're going to talk a little bit more about our own situation. Um, yeah, it's not stopped. It's not stopped. The death, the tragedies in the black community, they seem to only be escalating. So let's talk a little bit more about it. It seems like we are totally unconscious to what the hell is going on around us. It's almost like the frog in the water scenario, right? They say if you put a frog in a pot of water and it's not boiling hot when you put him in, if it's room temperature, and you gradually cut the heat up, that the frog will never jump out of the water even when it becomes a boiling temperature because it's happened so slightly and so progressively that he didn't notice it and then he's cooked. That's kind of where we are right now. You know, we are in, it seems, the hands of a death grip, right? We on the news every day and we have no saviors. We have no saviors. We jump in everybody else's cause. We help, everybody else's plight. We talk for everybody else's position. And nobody comes to our service. Nobody comes to our argument. Nobody comes to our fight. No one even wants to acknowledge the fact that we are dying in, from this newest, latest pandemic. You know, it somehow has focused itself right down on the ghetto community and the poor people in America. And if you look throughout the history or just throughout the entire, negative effects in society, man. I mean, we run the gamut, man. We leading the race in everything, heart disease, any form of death, from the beginning of stages of life to the end stages of life, from the abortion deaths, of our unborn babies, our youngest, to the diseases that, are due to old age. We lead, we lead the race. We lead the pack in every one of these categories. Yet we are the minority in this society. So if someone isn't aware, if you aren't aware, if we aren't aware enough to recognize that there is uh, a focused destruction of our people, then I'm sorry for you. I'm sad for you because you will be destroyed. It's coming. We are daily seeing this in the news. There is no champion for us. I saw a post on social media and it was talking about the four lawyers who deal with, the tragedies behind police shootings and et cetera, et cetera. It's four lawyers for millions of black people. And it's a sad situation, our affairs here in America, because we have financial wealth of a nation, but our unity is destroyed. Our unity is obviously not a strong point for us as a community here in this country. So, we have basketball players, we have the rich financial community, we have actors, we have academics, we have those who have created things from their own mind. So we have those who are at, the highest echelons in society, and we have those who are on the very bottom, who still are not even able to read. So that is the gamut of the stretch of the black experience in America. I mean, that's just a snapshot of it. Fact of the matter is, if we were working as a unified people, recognizing that our pain is our unifying principle, right? Nobody gives a damn about your life. And I know you got rich cats and people who say, well, I made it, I'm not really worried about that, or I try to do my part, or whatever, whatever. You have to do more. We all have to do more, because the fact of the matter is, if that cop who pulls your black ass over does not know you are a famous, writer, you're a famous author, you're a famous actor, you're a famous basketball player, if they don't know of your fame, then you're just another nigga. And you get the same treatment as any other nigga, regardless of your financial status, of your social status, of your spiritual status. These devils don't really care. And so when I say devil, I ain't talking about just white folks. I'm talking about devils, okay? And if you have not paid attention, the devil is working overtime on your ass. So it seems. Why you? Right? Because you have a spiritual gift that you are not utilizing. And if you begin to utilize it, you'll be a powerful force. You'll be a powerful force. But, let's not allow them to wake up. Let's destroy their ass on every front. Keep them under all of the levels of stress that never allow them to pay attention to their spiritual self. But this is the time that you should be doing that. This is what this time is for you. And I hope you recognize that, yeah, you are in the hands of a death grip, and on every front you are being assaulted. So, is there a war on your community? I would say so. And being aware of how you deal with that is very, very important. So, I'm gonna go into a little bit of like a little bit about some of the subjects that I had on this pad. Okay, so I talked about being stabbed in high school, right, when I was a young man, 16, um, 89 or so, 90. This happened at high school. I got stabbed. Went to the high school, went to the gym. A bunch of people saw it, panicking, crying, girls, all of that. And so, whatever, it was me and two other buddies. We all were stabbed at the high school. And I don't know if I think we all went to the hospital from the high school. I ended up staying because the blade had chipped my bone. So, I had to get this process going to heal all of that. So, I ended up staying there for 3 days. But recognizing that nobody ever asked me who stabbed me, being there in the hospital, having a line of communication from this happened at school. He left from the school to the hospital. He's at the hospital, and no one ever questioning what happened to you. Okay. So I've known for the longest, since I was 16 or 17, that this society doesn't give a fuck about you or me. Okay. They don't care about what happens to you or me. They don't care. Like Cube said on that movie, they don't know, they don't show, they don't care about what goes on in the hood. And they don't. They don't give a damn. Okay. And so there are neighborhoods in certain cities where the police won't even go. They just don't go. You know, fuck that tax base. Let them do what they do to each other. So that was what I was, kind of pointing to then. This was in the 90s. So now that you get this chaos jumping off in the schools, in the suburbs, and in the white communities, then of course it becomes a national issue, and they make laws to change shit to fix things. But I'm gonna tell y'all, man, if we still waiting on these people to make laws to fix things for us, then we are ignorant as fuck, and you are just waiting for your ass to continue to be kicked. And I'm not doing that. So I see there are militia groups starting up, and I don't know how long they've been in effect, but who's here to protect us? Right? When we see shit that's blatantly wrong, who's here to protect us? Right? We see it. We see cops beating the shit out of black women. We see it all on videotape. We see all of the injustices that we live with. And we always make some weak ass excuse in our mind or our heart for, why it's acceptable. Or we say, if that shit was happening in front of me, I wouldn't allow that shit. I'm dying for mine. I bet that motherfucker wouldn't have did that in front. Well, I hope y'all telling the truth, man, because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and you're gonna have to prove who the fuck you are. Either you're gonna be who the fuck you saying you're gonna be, or you're gonna be that motherfucker with the camera talking about this some bullshit, and they always fucking over black people. And who's here to help us? We gonna help ourselves is the only way we gonna be helped. Okay. So yeah, that's just something I think I needed to get out there, Also, I want to just give y'all some examples of the devils that we fighting against. It's a mad scientist. And I'm gonna go back, and this ain't got nothing to do with race. And so, my white friends and brothers and compadres and whoever we are that are connected, please don't be offended by this. But this is just some of the examples of some of the like mad scientist type shit that black people have been fighting against since we've been in this motherfucker. Okay, So I like I said, since I've known of the traps, that's all I've ever done with my life is try to explain to my people and the people who will listen that there are traps set for your ass. And if you fall into them, then ain't a lot of shit nobody got no power to do because we don't have a lot of power. We have money. We have social status in TV and entertainment fields, but we don't have no goddamn power. So, any one of our top elite, any motherfuckers can get hurt bad, and we can't do nothing but go get in the street and say, oh, why they kill, you know, my motherfucker that I love like that, and what we gonna do about it? You know what I mean? If they shot who we love, right? If they shot Denzel Washington in the face right now on the news and shit, and fucked his wife up and shit like that, punched her up and shot his ass and shit like that, what we gonna do? We gonna picket? We gonna riot? We gonna cry? We gonna call our senators? See what I'm saying? Who the fuck we got, man? Don't nobody give enough a fuck about us, man. So, that's an issue. And we got to start coming together, like I said, loving on each other in order to support each other when shit like this happen. And if we don't, then fuck, don't expect no love for yourself. Don't expect no support for your life. Don't expect to grow. Don't expect to have no room to build your dream. Okay, you keep building your dream all alone over there. I'm not gonna try to do this shit alone. I recognize that I need a team, that I need support, that I need, two or more gathered in his name. So I'm not trying to front like my program is the elite program of the universe. I'm telling you what the fuck I was given and that it is for us. It is for us. It is from God. It is for our future. It is for our children. It will elevate us. It will maybe even, it will definitely be one of the factors that will put us first, from the last. So, I have the details. They are in my heart. I've given the broader details in the videos over and over and over. So hopefully in the next 3 to 5 days, I plan to make some, direct contacts and some contacts and some connections with some of the people who I've already been in connection with, and some of the people who are interested in getting involved with this program. So we definitely need our militias, because who the fuck care about me? If I get my shit split today, what that's it. Who cares? Y'all motherfuckers gonna cry, or the people who love me cry, whatever the fuck, whoever it is, man. None of us have anybody. If Master P, they did a lot for the black community. If somebody fucked him up right now, what we gonna do? We gonna cry. We gonna hold a vigil. We gonna play his music. We gonna hold Stevie Wonder. Any one of our motherfuckers who we love deeply. What the fuck is we gonna do? We don't have no structure to do shit. So that's the whole beginning, man. We have to have a structured place where we can come, where we content and know that this motherfucker real and it's for us. And a motherfucker come up in here acting a fool, we can fuck him up and do what the fuck we need to do, and it's between us. Okay, I don't give a fuck who listening. I'm just telling you, if we don't start getting our own shit together, then we can't expect nobody to respect shit we trying to do. So we need to have a place like My Brother's Library Incorporated, where like minds and like hearts and the motherfucking brave hearted and the ones who giving a fuck about these kids and the educators and all of those who are willing to put something forward to help move our community forward come together, man. We got to do it. So every day, from here forward, if not every day, my videos I'm not stopping. I'm not gonna stop. So I'm trying to connect and build with my people as far and as wide as possible. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, whatever form of communication you can transfer this shit out to your people. Transfer it out to your people, because we short on time. So some examples of the mad scientist shit from slavery, right? Just from slavery. Okay, I'm gonna just give a couple of scenarios. Okay, so one of the stories that I read when I was young and coming up about slavery was that, like, the ways that they would instill fear into the hearts of our people, to the children before they were born. So they take, pregnant women from the plantations, different plantations, all of the pregnant women, maybe, 10, 12, 19, however many plantations are in the area, however many women are pregnant, they bring them to the circle, 10, 14 women. And so they, it's terrorized. This is terrorized. They terrorize them. Take them out at night. Pick them up, grab them, put them on a horse, drag them out in the field, put them in a circle around a bonfire. Okay, cut the baby. Grab one of the women, cut the baby. Bring her to the middle of the bonfire, cut the baby out her stomach, um, throw the baby in the fire, and watch, and let the other women watch this. Okay, and then maybe take another pregnant woman and cut the baby from her stomach and throw it on the ground and let the horses trample the baby underfoot. And this, of course, uh, feeds the adrenaline of fear, extreme fear, into the unborn fetus from the mom. So the baby is born afraid of the white man, right? He's born afraid of the white man. So that's just just what I'm. That's a science, man. That's science. That's an evil science, but it's science. And somebody knew how to do that. Somebody conjured and thought and pondered on how to be able to make that type of, you know, who the fuck would think that way? What type? That's a devil. That's a fucking devil. Okay, so that's one. Okay, and crack. Let me tell you about crack cocaine. This is, I grew up, like I said, I was born in 73. By 83, crack hit. So in the first 10 years of my life, all I ever knew was black love. And I'm gonna tell you that black love was stemming from the civil rights movement and all of the tragedies that we had went through as a people. When we thought together as a people, when we moved together as a people, because we was getting our ass whooped as a people, we were fighting for our rights as a people. Okay, we recognized that we were a people. We have to do that again, because the world recognizes us as a people, and they kick our ass all over the world. They castrate motherfuckers and putting them in slavery over in fucking Arab countries, and the Chinese kicking motherfuckers out, and African motherfuckers over there in China, and China is fucking, and whoever else, China and all other motherfuckers is trying to colonize Africa, and we all know our ass kicked story. We love our motherfucking ass. We like an abused wife. Keep getting our ass kicked, talking about I love you and shit. I know you got problems, but we can fix it together. Man, yeah, that's us. That's the black community in America. So we've been abused all over the world. We are the wretched of the earth. We are the shit no one wants. We are the stone refused and all of the other motherfucking scenarios that you can think of in any motherfucking book or history or a goddamn Planet of the Apes movie or any motherfucking other scenario. It's all us. Okay, so either we gonna come together and work like a people, build like a people, love like a people, die like a people, or we gonna get our ass kicked individually, murdered on the news continuously until ain't shit left of us. So, dire black, stark fucking reality we live in. And it's only getting worse. And you motherfuckers seem like y'all don't even realize these motherfuckers turning the motherfucking boiling pot up to high. It's on high. Coronavirus new, but who the motherfuckers getting the main of it? You. Y'all not even paying attention, man. I've been saying shit for years. Anybody who know me, ain't a lot of motherfuckers who come around me no more, but for years I've been talking about the chemtrail shit. When I was growing up, we used to lay on the ground and look at the motherfucking line behind the plane disappear when the plane disappeared. Now the line stay in the sky for hours and it turns into a cloud. And so they know what's in it. It's barium, it's strontium, it's aluminum, it's all of these different things. And they are interactive with your ass and your breathing and your lungs. And then they turn on a goddamn 5G or whatever fucking form of electronic communication. And because this shit is metal, it activates it. Look at the clouds, how they line up in patterns and shit. Okay? Look at the clouds, how they become so motherfucking organized. Okay, you can look at the weather stations, man. This shit is going on around us, bro. This whole fucking world is being modified, and we are not paying attention. This shit is it can be depressing for a motherfucker who knows something, but it ain't, because I've been knew it. It's just like it's just sad, man. It's just sad, I love my people, and it seemed like we not even waking up, man. Like nothing is going to wake us up. Nothing is going to bring us around. Nothing is going to shake us from our dumbass sleep. So I don't know what to do other than what I am doing. So I'm gonna call the people who say they are interested in helping us build this forward, because that's what we have to do. We have to get into each other's community and share and see. I could do. You can do this on the internet. No, you can, but I'm gonna tell you there is energy transfer in even a phone call. So I don't like doing shit on the internet. I'd rather talk to you in person. Okay, I can hear on your voice the amount of energy to tell the level of in depth, or do I have to explain this shit 6 times or 16 times, or is it going in, or is it part of your spirit, or whatever. That's, I can do that to a degree on the phone, but even more so in person. And y'all know that, y'all human. Okay, so it's way much communication in a text message, miscommunication rather. I hit you with a text message that could be miscommunicated, in many ways. If the letter's big, you think I'm yelling, just weird shit. So that's that. A telephone, okay, that's a better form of connection. I can talk to you, I can hear your energy, enthusiasm, the spirit. If I'm personally there with you, I can feel really who we can feel each other. You can feel whether I'm about this shit, whether this is real, or I'm just a motherfucker with a hustle that sound good. But who made such an amazing hustle that says we should be teaching our children from elementary through 12th grade their body and the environment that they grow up in, the plants in their environment. I ain't no hustler. I ain't got no time for that shit, man. Life's short. My people dying in the motherfucking masses. And so this is what I'm wondering. Do we gotta get fucked up like 16 black people at once? Y'all got to see 32 black people at once get fucked up by a raid of motherfuckers, whether they militia motherfuckers who don't like black people, or they cops who just fuck us up because the government said do that. What are we waiting for to unite and become who we need to become, to begin to save our asses and our children are our future. And if we just let this motherfucking rap game and the fucking society and love and hip hop and basketball and sports and all of the bullshit that has already be what teaches them, then fuck y'all. And we gonna be dead. We'll die. We'll be extinct motherfuckers, as, Cube said back in the day. We endangered species. And we ain't doing shit about it. Hoping a motherfucker pass a law to save your ass. No, we need to build our community centers, focus our power, focus in our attention, focus in our dollars, focus in our scholars, focus in our motherfucking soldiers, and create our community from that. Protect that shit, build that shit out, and don't let a motherfucker affect it. If he ain't about this shit, he ain't about this shit. And if he ain't got nothing to add, you better move the fuck out the way, because we finna do what the fuck we gonna do with or without you. Because we are we are on our last legs, bro. Like I said, we in the fucking death grip. I feel the heat getting turned up, and I hope y'all do too. I wish it wasn't what it was, but what the fuck it is what it is. So it's not a matter of dealing with fear anymore. This is a matter of what the fuck is you gonna do about what you see is happening. Fuck a law. Fuck, I'm not saying being, not law abiding. I'm saying I'm not trying to get no damn law passed and take no time and go through that bullshit process, man. I'm trying to get my people together. Look, I was going to do a 501c3, and I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to do that, because they're not going to allow us to teach the shit that we want to teach. They're not going to allow us to make the statements we want to make, okay? So this has to be something we do. We can't go through the government to do this shit. Maybe we can on some level, and if we can, then please connect with me and show me how the fuck we can do it. But at some point, our argument is going to be about the government. And the 501c3 say you can't do that. That's why the churches can't tell you about, oh, this is wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. They can't make certain political statements because they lose their 501c3 and they lose their money. That's why certain preachers don't say shit about what the fuck they see is wrong in society, because it's a moral wrong, and you're supposed to be a moral authority, but you don't say shit because it's fucking with your pocket. That's reality. That's the world we live in. That's why your churches is like they are, because their money is tied to that 501c3, which is part of the government's motherfucking carrot. It's a carrot. And if you don't get this motherfucking money, then, or if we don't get this tax exemption or whatever, if you lose your 501c3, you lose your money. So they don't say shit. So I don't want that motherfucking idea hanging over my head. I even show y'all the paperwork. I'll show it to you soon, but I'll show you the paperwork. Well, I had already filed the paperwork for a 501c3, but the fact of the matter is, they're going to control what you can say. They're going to control what you can teach to your kids. And this is our shit. This has to be our shit that we control, that we have the power to teach what the fuck we want to teach, that is based on what we've fucking experienced and our own research and our own forms of education. Fuck what they say we can teach. Fuck their curriculum. We have to create our own. We know what the fuck is right. We know, look, man, this shit is not that hard, dog. We got our shit. We got all of the information. We just got to connect it, man. We got the people, we got the scholars, we got the hearts, we got the minds, we got the soldiers, we got all of the details that we need to begin to piece together our own motherfucking future and our brightest reality for our children and for ourselves. Okay? We have all of the details in our community. You know, nationally, yes, we have all of it. We just got to get over the divisive bullshit because don't nobody give a fuck about your other bullshit. All they give a fuck about is that you black. Like I said, rich man, get pulled over and let them not know you a hooper. You're going to deal with the same bullshit that I deal with or the motherfuckers that we see on the news dealing with. Okay? It don't matter, rich man, if you black, you black. You already know, man. This ain't no shit I need to tell y'all. I don't give a fuck about your money. Fund me to go to the places where I need to talk to the people we can put the teams together. That's all the fuck I'm doing. That's all I want to do. Okay? Fund me to get to the motherfucking places where we can put together our teams, where we can share this heart energy, where we can put this together on a level where we know them my brothers, them my motherfucking sisters. We finna do this shit. They'll live with it and they'll die with it just like me for this shit because they on that. And the only way you're gonna do that is in a personal way, bro. We can't do that shit over the phone or the internet. I mean, if you can feel me through this video, salute, 100. I appreciate that. But when you feel me personally, it's a whole different fucking reality. Okay? And y'all know that. That's anywhere. Like I said, a phone is one thing. But personally is much more effective because we gonna bond in our spirit and ain't nothing stopping that. Okay? Motherfuckers know the power of that and they know that's why they don't want us to unify. Whether it be us here in America or us with our whole fucking diaspora of black people who getting their ass whooped globally. Tired of getting my ass whooped by myself. I think my team is deep and we can handle this shit. So I'm going to just tell you one of the things that what Islam says about a true believer. A true believer is worth 1,000 blind worshipers. A true believer is worth 1,000 blind worshipers. So I don't need no motherfuckers following me because they scared and they think this going to be the way we going to save our ass. That's one thing. Okay, you here. That's cool. But I need true believers. I need motherfuckers who going to whoop 1,000 motherfuckers like I'm going to whoop 1,000 motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna whoop 1,000 motherfuckers at least. I'm gonna whoop 1,000 motherfuckers is over and over. I'm gonna say it. Okay? A true believer is worth 1,000 blind followers. Okay? So that's the value of who we are when we move on our motherfucking shit. So fire up that fire in your ass and let's get building, baby. I'm gonna make some phone calls and some connections and try to make some things happen over this next weekend. It's Friday, so I intend to make some things happen over the weekend and hopefully be able to hit you guys with some news and some facts and some realities and some movements that we finna make happen. To wait is to die. Rise or die. Rise or die. Right? Rise or die. You can put your head in the sand and, it's coming. It's coming. And they're going to shred your ass gradually. Okay? I'm not doing it, and I don't expect you to do it. Soldier season, baby. It's soldier season. Literally, shake the matrix. It's time to get up. I hope you up. Wake up. Wake up. One love.